Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Little market downturn here. Slightly. Morning, Bill. Good morning, Ed. Make sure you guys are clicking like on your way in. So we start this beautiful Monday morning. What's up, Juan? Good morning to you. Hey, Jonathan. Good morning, Roberta. Let's draw our channels this morning, guys. We had a move down, but that didn't really have any follow through. So we can see a little bit of a bearish bias, but mostly a range overnight. And we'll look to see which key level is tested. We have yesterday's low right below us, yesterday's high right above us. So that's going to be where we're watching first. 6687 and 6731. Two key levels this morning. Flipping over to Nasdaq, let's adjust our key levels over here. Looks about the same. Move down, not a lot of follow through, and then we have our two key levels right below and above. So we're getting pretty close to the market open, and we don't really have a clear bias. We're just gonna have to wait and see what happens on the bell, which side takes control, if any. We're in a pretty big news vacuum here. Market is pretty content with drifting higher on the notion that we're going to be getting 2 more rate cuts this year. Good morning, Paul. Everyone else, feel free to say what's up as you get started this morning. Hopefully it's a pretty decent day. I do have our news feed up just in case something hits the wires. But other than that, nothing really scheduled. Couple very, very minor Fed speakers today. Not much noteworthy, so we'll hope for a good one on this Monday morning. Good morning, Anna. Good morning, Toad. We have a smaller uptrend in play here, actually on both indices. See if it has any follow through. Nice little uptrend actually to start the morning. Hey, Squid. Oh boy, my computer is freezing here. Hopefully you guys can see me. Neil, good morning. Let me know if I'm frozen here, guys. Coming up on the pullback here. All right, let me know if you can hear me, guys, or if I'm frozen. I can't do anything on my YouTube feed right now. My Ninja Trader's working just fine, so at least we got that. And we're working on the pullback here. Loud and clear. Okay, cool. I appreciate y'all letting me know. I can't see that on my end, so I'm having to open that on my cell phone. All right, well, the stream will continue. I guess, yeah, I'm just not going to be able to see what everyone says this whole time. Actually, here, we're jury rigging it here. I'm putting up my cell phone to see the chat. Good morning, Archer. Good to see you. We have one move back to the EMA. We're looking for a second entry long, so got our pullback right here. Oops. Got our pullback right here. One move up, looking for that second pullback, and a nice signal bar around here somewhere. Watching NQ as well. Got a nice little uptrend. Got the pullback. I think NQ actually might. Yeah, it does a new high, so technically played out there on NQ, but trend is still active on ES. Just need that second leg of the pullback. And it looks like we are getting it now. We'll see how the EMA does. We want it to act as a support level. Get a nice bullish bar that forms right there. Moment of truth. EMA not quite holding here. This bar needs to turn around, finish on its high above the EMA to be able to consider it. And as I said, the trend on Nasdaq has already played out. NQ not holding on that EMA either. So on ES, we did have a close below, so we're going to need a push above the 21 and a higher low in order to take along. All right, NQ popped above the EMA, as did ES. Looking for that higher low. Always helpful to zoom out and remind ourselves where we are in the day. Still very much range-like. We haven't tested either of those key levels. So although currently we do have an uptrend, we're leaning towards the long side. This could really go either way so far. ES is creeping its way towards the new high there. I am going to reload my chart. I have not done that just yet this morning. Ethan, good morning. Hey, Tom. I guess you had already popped in earlier, but my computer was frozen at the time, so my bad. All right, ES has that new high. So uptrend is played out for the time being. Had the move up, had the break, had the new high. At this point, we are more likely to get a correction than continuation, so we're just going to be patient. NQ trend is also played out. We're waiting for a correction on either one of those. For sure the kind of action we were expecting here on this Monday morning. Still have not even, we haven't even touched the overnight high or overnight low yet. Much less yesterday's high or yesterday's low. So still a range today. With this uptrend played out, I would consider a reversal pattern. So looking for a double lower high. Hope everyone's doing well on this Monday morning. Not getting right to the desk and clicking buttons. Being patient. If this does continue higher, it may be the case that we have this kind of wide, choppy uptrend. A little too early to play that channel just yet. We got to keep it in the back of our minds if this doesn't correct here. And it definitely could work on the Nasdaq, I think. Yeah, yep, that fits pretty well there too. So let's keep that in the back of our mind. If we do not correct here, that's what we'll be starting to look towards. All right. S&P has arrived at the overnight high. And let's see where we're at in terms of the measured move. This is right at the measured move. So if we do not turn down now, that's when we're going to have to look at a wider channel. Okay, I'm watching for that double lower high here, guys. So far, we still don't have a lower high. Does kind of look like the market wants to correct on this measured move. We shall see. Yeah, I agree, Tom. Very clean, 2 legs up for sure. If we break through the overnight high, though, that's when we're going to have to look at this as a wider move. No headlines pushing this up either. And no econ releases today. So where the market's just moving off pure raw buying energy. Very close to widening this channel here. If this pushes down, that will be our first lower high. We do have a little bit of Fed speak going on. Nothing major, but something to be aware of. There will be a bit more in a couple hours too. Buyers look strong here. It looks like they want to make another push up. Testing that overnight high. NQ is right at that level too. Seller's not showing any sign of ability to push the price down here, so we're gonna switch to that wider channel. As long as we can stay above that overnight high, gonna be looking for longs. Still haven't quite breaking through that overnight high there. Come on, baby. Push on up. Let's go. There we go. There's that breakout. Some stops being run for sure. NQ on the verge of breaking out. And we're going to be looking for a long. We do just need the breakout level to hold, though. We don't want to see immediate reversal back into that range. Overnight high now needs to act as support. NQ a little bit reluctant to break through. It's still, I guess it is over its overnight high, but now it's coming up against yesterday's high of day. Or Friday's, I mean. And that's also the all-time high, so not breaking out to the all-time high just yet. See if ES can pull up the rest of the market with it here. This is some pretty decent price action if it continues. Yeah, getting a little rejection here, guys. NQ for sure turning down off of that high, not wanting to break through. Bummer, dude. Bummer. This is not good for our uptrend. Resistance right at the overnight high for ES. Right at yesterday's high. Holy cow. Right at yesterday's high for NQ. Not what you want to see if you're looking for a solid move up. You want to blow through those levels. See if we can get a little support at the EMA. Still would consider a second entry long. All right, this looks pretty decent here. EMA is holding. See if we can get a nice bar. This one's an inside bar. I'm not going to be taking it, but if we get a higher low, I'll be all over it. Come on, baby. Give us that higher low. Okay, there's that second leg of the pullback to the EMA. Drum roll. Drum roll, guys. This could be it. This could be our chance. Need a good, strong, bullish signal bar. Good morning, Hevaz. Good to see you. This looks like it's going to go higher, but this is an inside bar. Can't take it. Bummer. Anyone else get a... Did anyone get a good signal bar there? Can't take it on my chart. May give us one more chance if we can get another pullback to the EMA. Water fasting says hard to buy at the top. Well, we don't know what the top is. Depends on what you mean by the top. Paul says got a higher low on Nasdaq. Let's see. Oh yeah, that Nasdaq one looks good. Hope y'all saw that like Paul. That's a solid bar there on Nasdaq. Probably take the scalp already as it just reached a new high. Thought you said it sucked, Archer. What the heck? You said your bar sucked and then you said you're out. But this will be solid for our uptrend if we can continue higher here. The channel's not broken, so we can keep looking for longs. All right, doesn't look like we're going to get an immediate trade right there. However, like I just said, this uptrend is still valid, still in play. So every pullback, we're going to be looking for an opportunity to go long. And that is the game plan for today. Unless we have a big drop, let's stick to the long side and some decent price action so far. So I'm going to be heading over to the Discord. Good to see you guys. Welcome back to a new week. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. Hope you're ready to get after it this week. Get some trades in. Appreciate you tuning in. As always, appreciate the support, guys. Catch you soon. Later.